Hello students, today we are going to see row reduction and echelon form. First we see echelon form. A rectangular matrix A is called an echelon for echelon matrix or is said to be echelon form if the following conditions hold. If the following condition holds, in bracket, where a leading non-zero element of a row is the first non-zero entry in the row. First condition is all zeros are the rows are the bottom of the matrix. Second condition is each leading non-zero entry in a row is to the right of the leading non-zero entry in the preceding row. Third one is all entries in a column below leading entry are zero. See here, a rectangular matrix is called an echelon matrix or said to be in echelon form if the following conditions hold. Leading non-zero entry or element of a row is nothing but first non-zero entry in the row. See here, first condition is all zero rows are the bottom of the matrix. Second condition is Each leading non-zero entry in a row is to the right of the leading non-zero entry in the preceding row. And third condition is all entries in a column below leading entry are 0. Let us see some examples. For example, matrix 0 1 3 7 5 0 0 2 3 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0. In this matrix, 0 row is the bottom of the matrix. In first row, leading entry is 1. In second row, leading entry is 2. And in third row, leading entry is 1. See here, leading entry of second row is to the right of the leading entry in first row. Again, leading entry in third row is to the right of the leading entry in second row. Hence, this matrix satisfies all conditions of echelon form. Therefore, it is a echelon matrix. Is a row echelon matrix. Is a row echelon matrix. Let us see second example. Matrix 4 2 0 0 1 2 0 0 4. Okay. See, in this matrix, here is this 4 is leading entry for first row, 1 is leading entry for second row, and this 4 is leading entry for third row. Observe here, here is no 0 rows. Second, what is second condition? See here, leading entry of second row is to the right of the leading entry in first row. Again, leading entry in third row is to the right of leading entry in preceding row. And all entries in a column below leading entry are 0. See here, for this row, this 4 is leading entry, and all entries in this column below this leading entry are 0. See here is for this column leading entry is 1, and all entries below this leading entry is 0. Therefore, this matrix satisfies all conditions of echelon form. Therefore, this matrix is a echelon matrix. Echelon matrix. Let us see example number 3. 1 5 8 0 0 0 0 3 0. Here, second row is 0 row, and this row is not at the bottom of the matrix. Therefore, this matrix is not a echelon matrix, or this matrix is not in echelon form. Echelon matrix. Let us see example number 4. Matrix 0 2 3 2 0 4 0 0 6. In this matrix, this 2 is leading entry for first row, this 2 is leading entry for second row, and this 6 is leading entry for third row. Here observe that leading entry in second row is not right to the leading entry in first row. Therefore, it is not a echelon matrix. Echelon matrix. Now let us see reduced echelon form. Or reduced row echelon form. A matrix is said to be reduced echelon form a matrix is said to be reduced echelon form if it satisfies following conditions. If it satisfies following conditions. First condition is it is in row echelon form. It is in row echelon form. It is in row echelon form. Second condition is the leading entry in each non-zero row is 1. Third is each leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in its column. See here, reduced echelon form is also called as reduced row echelon form. A matrix A is said to be reduced echelon form if it satisfies following condition. First condition is it is in row echelon form. Second condition is leading entry in each non-zero row is 1. And third condition is each leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in its column. Let us see some examples on this form. For example, matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. What is first condition? First condition is it is in row echelon form. Observe here, this matrix is in echelon form because this one is leading entry for first row, this one is leading entry for second row, and this one is leading entry for third row. Leading entry means leading entry in second row is to the right to the leading entry in first row. Okay, so this matrix is in row echelon form. Next, second condition is the leading entry in each non-zero row is 1. See here, in this matrix, leading entry in each non-zero row is 1. And last condition is each leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in its column. Observe here, in this column, only leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in this column. In second column, this leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in second column, and in third column this one means leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in third column. Therefore this matrix is in reduced the echelon form. Reduced echelon form. This is first example. Let us see second example. Matrix 1 0 0 5 0 1 0 2 0 0 1 minus 2. See here, this matrix is in row echelon. For this row, this one is leading entry. For second row, this one is leading entry, and third row, this one is leading entry. Means second condition of reduced row echelon form is satisfied. Here observe that each leading entry 1 is the only non-zero entry in its column. Therefore this matrix is in reduced row echelon form. Reduced row echelon form. Let us see example 3. 1 2 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Observe here, this matrix is in row echelon form, but this matrix is not in a reduced row echelon form, because in second column this one is the leading entry, but in second column leading in second column leading one is not only the non-zero entry in its column. Therefore this matrix is not in a reduced row echelon form. Let us write down one note. Any unit matrix is in reduced row echelon form. Any unit matrix is in reduced row echelon form. For example, matrix 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1, matrix 1 0 0 1. Let us see definition of pivot position. Pivot position. A pivot position in a matrix A is a location in A that corresponds to a leading entry in row echelon form. In row echelon form of A. And next definition is pivot column. A pivot column is a column in A that contains a pivot position. Here, what is the definition of pivot position? Pivot position in a matrix A, it is the location in A that corresponds to a leading entry in row echelon form of A. For example, matrix 5 1 2 3 -2 0 -2 1 0 4 0 0 0 6 10 0 0 0. Here this matrix is in row echelon for here in first row 5 is leading entry. Leading entry means first non-zero entry in a row. In second row -2 is leading entry. In third row 6 is leading entry. So pivot position. So 5 -2 6 are pivot position in first row, second row and third row respectively. 5. And next definition is pivot column. Pivot column means it is a column in A that contains pivot position. In first column 5 is pivot position, therefore first column is pivot column. First column is pivot column. In second column, this -2 is pivot position, therefore second column is also second column is pivot column. And in third column also contains pivot position, therefore third column is also pivot column. Let us solve one example on row echelon form and reduced echelon form. Example: obtain echelon form of A as well as the reduced echelon form of A, where A is equals to matrix 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 6 7 8 9. Solution: A is equals to matrix 1 2 3 4 4 5 6 7 6 7 8 9. Okay. In first row, this one is leading entry. We require here 0. Therefore we perform a operation R2 minus 4 R1 and R3 minus 6 R1. First row is as it is 1 2 3 4. Here operation is R2 minus 4R1. 4 minus 4 is 0. 5 minus 8 means 5 minus 8 means minus 3. Next 6 minus 12 minus 6. 7 minus 16 means minus 9. Next operation is R3 minus 6R1 means 6 minus 6 0. 7 minus 12 minus 5. 8 minus minus 6 into 3 means 8 minus 18 minus 10. 9 minus 20. 9 minus 24 means minus 15. Here we require 1. Therefore, we perform a row operation R3 upon minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1. Minus 6 upon minus 3 means 2. Minus 9 upon minus 3, 3. 0, minus 5, minus 10, minus 50. Here we require 0. Therefore, we perform a operation R3 plus 5R2. R3 plus 5R2. 1, 2, first row is as it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Second row is also as it is 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 plus 0 is 0. R3 minus 5 plus 5 0. Minus 10 plus 10 0. Minus 15 plus 15 0. See here 0 row is at the bottom of the matrix and leading entry in second row is to the right of the leading entry in first column, means this matrix satisfies three conditions of row echelon form. Therefore, this matrix is in row echelon form. Now we have to obtain reduced row echelon form. Now we have to obtain reduced row echelon form. In reduced row echelon form, leading one is the only non-zero entry in its column. So here in this column, this one is leading entry. So here we require 0. Therefore, we perform a operation R1 minus 2R2. Therefore, matrix becomes 1, 0, 2 R1 means 3 minus 4 minus 1. Next R1 here 4 minus 2 into 3, 4 minus 6 minus 2. 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0. This is reduced row echelon form of A. See here, this matrix is already in row echelon form and only leading one is the leading entry in columns. Therefore, this is a reduced row echelon form. Okay. In this video, we have seen row echelon form and row reduced echelon form. In next video, we will see more examples on echelon form and reduced row echelon form. Thank you.